And it looks like we're live on YouTube.
Well, you get the quicker than I do, huh?
Yep.
All right, to one and all, we are live and recording on YouTube right now. I do want to welcome each and every one of you from all parts of the world that you're coming to Rochester Open Mic. Can you hear me clearly and without distortion?
Yep.
All right, thank you. I just want to make sure. I do want to let you all know that there are several of you here who wouldn't know this name, but to most of us that are here, many of us that are here will know this name. And it's with a heavy heart that I do have to open this ROM tonight with that heavy heart by saying that I need to announce, for those of you who don't know, we lost one of our Romulan community members, that being Rick Goggin, on August 30th. Rick was not only a very dear personal friend to me and to all of us at ROM, but he was just a wonderful, wonderful dear friend to so many of us within our community. He wrote so many wonderful songs. There was going to be a celebration of his life coming up on October 2nd from 2 to 5. And I will be putting in the chat Junko Ogawa's name and her email address. So if you'd like to get more information, please contact Junko. But what I do want to say is one of the things that I really loved about Rick is being a friend for so many years now. Is one of the things that he opened up his last feature was about his song that he wrote called Ride On. Is he said, live every day the best I can, and let every can't even read my own writing, I'm sorry, everything landward did, without any regret or any bitterness over things you don't control. Ride on. And that was the way Rick Goggin lived his life. He wants us to ride on. He wants to celebrate our lives. And he wants us to just celebrate this night that we're now dedicating to Rick Goggin. And that, with that being said, again, I will put, just give me a few minutes to get the YouTube going, because I do the comments there as well. But hang on a minute. And stand by 1 second. So this night, Mike and I are dedicating to Rick's life, and we want to celebrate Rick's life. So on this special night, I do have a dear friend who I was introduced to by another friend of mine named Don White, who most of us know, and his name is David Ippolito. Now, some of you may not know David Ippolito, but there's a whole bunch of people that are in our audience right now that do know David Ippolito, and I'm honored to say that. And I'm going to let me see. So I'm going to spotlight David for everybody, and let me see if I can. Can you, Mike or Tom, spotlight me to be next to my dear friend David? Thank you. I just want to take a few minutes to let you know, David, as you can see by his banner of It's Just Us, has 2 days a week. Really, he's a nonstop kind of guy that just does so many wonderful, wonderful songs, many original songs, and many things that that some people just don't think of writing or think of performing, but David Ippolito is one of those guys that did, and that's why I really have gotten to this. I follow David as much as I can, and one of the things I really loved is the New York Times wrote in one of their newspapers that David Ippolito is the most famous person in New York that nobody knows. But if you knew David, and David has now been doing for 31 years. If you ever walk through Central Park on a Saturday afternoon, somewhere between what, David, 2 and 5 maybe, or something like that. No, we go later than that, but you go much later than that, I know. But David's been playing there for 31 years now as that guitar band in Central Park. And I'll be putting some of David's information in the chat, both here and on YouTube. And I do want to welcome everybody over on YouTube before I forget to do that as well. And David is both a singer-songwriter. He's transitioning, but he's already been from a singer-songwriter to a career as a playwright. He's already written plays. We're hoping he gets his plays, Green Room and several others, put on Broadway this year. And I'm planning to go to New York City. I believe it's December 11th to see David in concert with his live band, and I'm hoping everything by then is good. He's been doing the live concerts in Central Park, except for the day that they did the Super Spreader in Central Park with all those big other famous people that some people do know. I don't know, but I'll leave it at that for that. But he also has always said he's the luckiest man in the world for his career. And he's made that career through music and through the arts. And I don't want to go on and on about David, but just even through the pandemic, David's kept us in music, in thought. And I'm not even sure what David's going to share with us, but I don't want to take any more of his time up, but rather than just saying, my friends, filling up our room as we speak. There's more to come from all over the country and possibly all over the globe, because that's where David's reach is. There's people in Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, Israel, and most of them were all invited as well. So I will say no more than let's give it up for David Ippolito, everybody.
Thanks, Neil. Good night. No, Neil, you don't have, by the way, you don't have to exaggerate. It's only 30 years. This is the 30th year that I've been that guitar man from Central Park. And he's not kidding. I say it a lot, and everybody that knows me knows that I mean it. Every single time I say it, I feel like the luckiest man alive all the time. I know nothing about the music business. I've never wanted to know anything about the music business. I just kind of created my own. And you can't live the life that I live in the 21st century. You just can't do it. It's impossible. And yet I write songs and I sing them for people, and I write plays, and that's what I do. Anyway, but Neil, thanks so much for asking me to do this, because for two reasons. One is, you know, I love just showing up, especially for another person's creative endeavor. But also, when I do, it's just us. Like last time, we didn't even have a guest artist scheduled, but Karen Asconi jumped in and did a song on her ukulele, and a guy named Arthur Poor from New York jumped in on some kind of medieval instrument, and he did a song. So I'm always looking for guest artists. Sometimes I'll feature guest artists, like Christine Lavin has showed up a few times. George Wurzbach shows up. So I might get a couple of guest artists out of this gig tonight. I just love hearing new artists and new songwriters. Neil was also just mentioning that a friend of his, a friend, I guess, of all of you guys, just died recently. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to change this to a gallery view, so I'm not looking at myself. I want to see your faces. Hang on. View. Gallery. Cool. Now I can see you guys. Hey, Willie. What's going on, man? And actually, Neil asked me to just share 3 songs with you guys, and he asked if I would share a song that I wrote during the pandemic and I'll explain how lucky I am that the audience that has developed, the community that's developed around It's Just Us, is from here to Hawaii, from Maine to Switzerland to Germany to the UK, and everybody's getting to know each other. And we started to create videos together. So I'll explain that when it comes up. But let me do this song. It's kind of a signature song for me, and Willie, right in the middle, Willie in Maine, if you feel like jumping in and doing your thing. Actually, all of you can do Willie's part for this new crowd. This just kind of became our pandemic song. You said you woke up feeling frightened, senses heightened, overwhelmed, lost and alone, a little overwrought until you finally thought that you drop it all and pick up the phone. And I didn't do nothing but really listen to everything you had to say, till I knew that you'd be okay. The next week it was my turn. I was in a slow burn about something or nothing at all. I don't even remember, but I remember I was hurting, so I gave you a call. And you didn't do nothing but really listen to everything I had to say, till you knew that I'd be okay. We take turns being angels for one another, 'cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. I think we're all just lucky that it works that way. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. In fact, you know what? Is Karen in the group right now? If Karen is here at the end, she can end it with her ukulele like she does sometimes. And in the back of a taxi, I heard talk radio, one of those shows people call when they want to know what life's about. A big fat mouth was at a mic going on and on about who's out to get you if you don't watch out. It's funny, but the phony probably makes a lot of money to create a little panic every day. But I think I found a better way. We take turns being angels for one another, 'cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. I think we're all just lucky that it works that way. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. Willie, go ahead, man. Crazy! We take turns being angels for one another, 'cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. We're just damn lucky that it works that way. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. On the same day. We're not crazy. Crazy on the same day. If Karen's here, go ahead.
La-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
There you go. Hey, Karen, and Willie.
That's just so cool. I mean, you know, I just think it's cool that I'm sitting here and Washington Heights. I'm up here in the Heights in Manhattan, and there's people in different countries and different states, and a woman with a ukulele just ended that song, and some cat in Maine just screamed, "We're not crazy!" It's just cool. Listen, also, one of the things, I'll just really quickly tell you guys, the New York Times wasn't lying. I'm probably the most famous person in New York that nobody knows, and I kind of like it that way, you know, because I really am. I'm gonna love sitting in a diner one day and listening to the booth next to me talking about a play that's running on Broadway, and they're not gonna know the guy that wrote it is in the next booth next to him. I kind of really dig the anonymity of the whole thing, but I do, just quickly, I went out to Central Park with the guitar as a busker 30 years ago, and 31 years ago, I was a failure as a human being in every way you could possibly be. I went out there to make a little lunch money, and it turned into this career where thousands of people every weekend will just kind of show up, and I just write songs, I sing them, I'll do cover songs, and lately we've been getting everybody up to dance, which is another just cool thing. But when the pandemic hit last year, I that was it, 100% of my income gone, 100% of the thing, the season was canceled, and rightfully so. But we started doing this. And right off the bat, Needle knows this better than me because he goes to a lot of open mics and a lot of different things that other artists were doing during the pandemic. What I started to do was invite my fellow musicians, like a lot of you cats that got guitars right now. I would do something live and then ask you guys to play along with me, and then I would construct a music video from what you sent me. And then that expanded to the crowd that was hanging out, and I wanted to make a video about the reason sane people like us wear a mask during a pandemic. And a lot of people think it's because I'm afraid, or some people think it's because I'm a sheep and I do what I'm told, and some people, I don't know what they think, and I really don't give a fuck, I don't care. So I wrote this song, and Neil asked me to share. This is an example of the kind of video that we've been doing during the pandemic. And so afterwards, I'll give my information. If any of you musicians want to talk about how to do this kind of stuff, it's very cool. But this is a song that I wrote about the reason people like us are wearing masks and getting vaccinated. Check this out. One, two, three, go ahead. Believe it or not, I'm not doing this because I like it. Believe it or not, it's not 'cause somebody told me to. Believe it or not, it's not that I decided not to fight it. Believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. Believe it or not, I'm not making some kind of statement. Believe it or not, I'm not a pillar of society. Believe it or not, it's not for my own entertainment. But whatever you believe isn't up to me. Yeah, you can take it or leave it. I just thought it might be worth a shot. But I don't really care if you believe it or not. Believe it or not, I don't do things 'cause all my friends do. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of conformity. Believe it or not, I'm not intending to offend you. But whatever burns your ass isn't up to me. Tell 'em, Chris. place for you.
Wonderful.
For me,
It's kind of cool, right?
Yes, extremely.
And the
what I have
way
to do.
and the way we did that, well, I don't want to take you guys' time, but I'll explain it to anybody that wants to find out about it. We'll exchange information, but it's really kind of simple. It takes a lot of work, but it's kind of simple to put together. I don't know if you recognized in that video Christine Lavin. Did you guys recognize her with a mask
Yes.
on? And Gretchen Cryer, who wrote "I'm Getting My Act Together and Putting It on the Road." And we did one at the very, very beginning of the pandemic called "Everybody Must Stay Home," and Jeff Daniels was in it, and John Cryer was in it, and who else? I don't know. It was crazy that these people were sending videos, but it's the kind of shit we've been doing, and I think having about as much fun as you can have in a global pandemic sometimes. And we've also been very, very honest about our feelings, and we hold each other up, keep each other a little sane. I was gonna do a song. I was gonna do a song that I wrote kind of recently, called "Made in My Dreams," but then Neil told me that that a dear friend of his died this week, and I thought, you know what? I don't know how many of you. Somebody's blowing their nose. I don't know who that was, but if you're shedding a tear, that's cool. I guess show of hands, how many people were friends with this guy, Rick? Oh, okay, a whole bunch of you knew him. All right, so then you know what? Let me leave you with this song. This is a song that I wrote. And I'm really proud of this song. Part of my gig, part of my purpose as an artist is to hasten the day that religion, all of it, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all of it, goes away and becomes a memory for the human race. And so I wrote a song called The Religion Song, and I've written some funny things about that to help speed the process. But this is a song that I wrote after somebody I knew died, and I wrote it for a couple that knew him very well. And I thought, let me leave you with this, because this might be the closest I've ever come to putting a truth in a song. It's for anybody that knew this guy, Rick. Moving through the sorrow, letting go reluctantly, when I thought of each tomorrow that you wouldn't share with me. Some said you're in a better place to help them face the fact that you were gone, that you moved on. But I tell them I know better, because almost from the start I knew there was no better place for you than in my heart. Still they said nothing lasts forever, everything must have an ending, like a song. But I know they're wrong. Though some may think it's poetry, one amazing truth I've found. In the most real way, you're here today. If I just look around, I saw you here today, and you caught me by surprise. I was hanging with our friends, and I could see you in their eyes. And we all laughed when we remembered things you used to say. And it's okay, 'cause you weren't far away. I saw you here today. Yeah, I remember yesterday, the sunshine and the tears, but nothing good that's in this world completely disappears. So I'm not crazy if I recognize those moments that I still run into you, 'cause I know it's true. Now it's far from me to understand some plan or grand design. I'm just a small piece of forever in a never-ending line. But I saw you here today in the circle of our friends, and in the way we tell our stories now, your story never ends. You took so much love with you, but you left so much behind, and now I find you're not just on my mind. I saw you here today. I know that you're okay, 'cause I saw you here today.
Thank you.
Wow, David. Thank you for doing that.
Well, thanks for asking, Neil. And I'm just gonna sit back and now maybe pick up a couple of guest artists for It's Just Us.
You're welcome to stay as long as you want. And because I actually can't get off gallery speaker view, because I'm not like you, I don't have multiple things, but I see that so many of your crowd that you did a last minute note out to, and I thank you for that. I'm with you. And hi to all my dear friends from It's Just Us and then that guitar band. So thank you, David. Love you, my friend, and we're gonna move on. And next up is gonna be my dear partner in crime for this open mic. Let's hear it from Mike Delaney, everybody. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. That was such a good tribute to Rick. That was that really worked. And I'm going to do one of Rick's songs. You know, in his, I'm not going to do Ride On, but in his song Ride On, there's a line, remember me with laughter, remember me in song. So I'm going to remember Rick with his song, When You Were No One. When I met you at the Bluebird Cafe, you had just come off the open mic stage. You had a voice like an angel when you sang them pretty love songs. We hit it off so well that night. My heart was taken then by candlelight. I knew we'd be together forever before too long. Well, it was plain for everyone to see. You were a star, it was your destiny. So when the big time hit, you had to answer the call. I was happy just to see you smile, and I knew it put our love on trial. But I knew we'd be together forever through it all. When you were no one, I was your man. When you were no one, we had a plan. We'd be together, it'd be enough. When you were no one, we had love. And it's right that you should shine for all the world to see. But in that light, you lost your way, it was too much for me. When you were no one, it'd be enough. When you were no one, we had love. Well, you made it what you wanted to be. You're a darling of CMTV, and you look just like an angel up there, singing pretty love songs. I just sit here in this old cafe, and the music seems so far away. If I could get drunk enough, maybe I'll sing along. When you were no one, I was your man. When you were no one, we had a plan. We'd be together, it'd be enough. When you were no one, we had love. When you were no one, we had love.
Matt, that was beautiful.
Hey, Mike, thank you.
Hey, one of my favorites of Rick Brown. So, he had many. He did have many. So, thank you very much, Mike Delaney, and we're going to be moving on to our Rosendale Open Mic classical guitarist, none other than David Hoffman, everybody. Let's hear it for David Hoffman.
Hey, David.
Hey, David, great to see you, my friend. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. Looking forward to hearing you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the piece I'm going to play tonight is Prelude Number 5 in D major by Villa-Lobos.
Hello, David.
Hey,
Beautiful to
David.
hear your guitar again.
Yeah, it's beautiful, David.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, David. All right. Well, next up we have Rosendale Open Mic. We do have our own very special soprano in the house, and that's none other than Michelle Abadia. Everybody.
Hey, Michelle.
Yay.
Hello. Oh. Hello. Oh, I hope everyone is having a fantabulous Monday. As for me, I've been living under controlled chaos, but it's okay. I have a new position now, new part-time position as a lecturer of French at Suffolk, so I'm excited, and it's good news, I think. So anyway, all right, but I'll sing in English, don't worry. Here's from the late and great Whitney Houston. I know it's been some time, but there's something on my mind. You see, I haven't been the same since that cold November day. We said we needed space, but all we found was an empty place. And the only thing I learned is that I need you desperately. So here I am, and can you please tell me, where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there. And if somebody loves you, won't they always love you? I look in your eyes, and I know that you still care for me. I've been around enough to know that dreams don't turn to gold, and that there is no easy way. No, you just can't run away. But what we have is so much more than we've ever had before. And no matter how I try, you're always on my mind. So here I am, and can you please tell me, where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there. And if somebody loves you, won't they always love you? I look in your eyes, and I know that you still care for here with you. I'll never let you go. I look into your eyes and now I know. Now I know. Where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Way back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there. And if somebody loves you, won't they always love you? I look in your eyes and I know that you still care. Come on, get used to the new key. And where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there. That's it. And if somebody loves you, won't they always love you? I look in your eyes and I know that you still care for me, for me. You still care for me.
Oh, you're great,
Great job.
Nikki.
My hand was like, oh wait, we changed keys. Oh shoot, wait a minute. I got a little lost, but I think I found my way.
It was great.
As Woody just said in the chat, Michelle, amazing, Michelle. I'll add my fantabulous, Michelle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We love you, my
Probably
friend.
also win the award for the brightest, most cheerful headphones.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. I don't know. I can't remember where I got them or how, but they've served me well.
Well, we're glad we can hear you through it and you can through it. So that's even better. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
We love you, honey.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is our very dear friend. Let's hear it for the one and the only Chris Lee. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Where's he going?
He's gonna go get his guitar. I bet. Or what else?
I think we surprised him.
Yeah, he might come up with a lute, you know. Good to see you, Chris. We can't hear you, Chris. You're not muted, but we can't hear you. You want to maybe check your mic audio settings? Oops, still not there. Did you go to audio? Can you go to audio settings, Chris, on your, I'm not sure what you're using tonight. Well, tell you what, do you want to work on it? And unless you want to just try audio settings, but are you sure you're plugged in to your mic? All right, do you want to try to work on it? And we'll move on to our next performer and come back to you because we want to hear you. Okay. All right, then we'll do that. And then our next performer is the person that sends out our newsletters to you all the time. And she's a fabulous, wonderful artist named Karen Sauer. Hi, Karen Sauer. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, Karen Sauer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sour.
Yeah, it's
Sour.
Karen Sauer.
Yeah, Sauer.
So I'm going to sing my fishing song, and when I say mention a buzz hackle, that's what a buzz hackle looks like. My father tied this out of feathers. So this is called Catch and Release. I was just a skinny kid when my dad taught me to fish. He said before you cast, you gotta look. When you spot a ring, lay that line out nice and easy. Then he tied a buzz hackle on a barbless hook. It was catch and release, catch and release. Daddy taught me to put him back alive. Handle him gently and let him live to tell the tale about the one they got away from. Catch and release. I stopped being skinny and the boys took notice. They were always swimming by. Daddy said, have fun, but save something for a special one. No need to net just any guy. It was catch and release, catch and release. Daddy advised me to spare their pride. Don't leave 'em gasping on the line. Let 'em down easy. Catch and release. Soon as I met you, I knew you were a keeper, and I angled for your ring on my finger. Daddy said that boy loves you like I love your mama, and I fell for you, hook, line, and sinker. No more catch and release. One is my limit, and you're the one for me. A river runs through you. That's how I knew you were the one that I was waiting for. Catch and keep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Hey.
All right, let me see. Should we see if Chris is resolved? Let me see.
I think he's gone.
What's that?
I think he's gone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm putting in his name, but
Maybe he's left to come back and
Right.
you
To
might
be-
out. All right, and let me see. And Tom, did you see? Oh, I didn't send it yet. That's why you didn't see my message. Is Richard in the house? Richard Fox?
No, Richard is not in the house.
I didn't see him. Okay, that's great.
That was the latest list update.
Yeah, he dropped off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did miss that one. All right, then. Next. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to...
So it looks like Michael Breyer is up according to my list.
Michael Breyer is going to be next. All right. Thank you, Karen, once again. And we're going to have Michael Breyer next up. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Mike.
Everybody.
Good to see you, my friend.
Always good to be here. Always great to be here with you all.
Thank you.
So tonight I'm going to play a song by Hank Williams called I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Hear the lonesome whippoorwill, he sounds too blue to cry. The midnight rain is warm and low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind a cloud to hide its face and cry. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves begin to die? That means he lost his will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a falling star lights up a purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. I should do it again. Okay, thanks.
All right, Michael Breyer.
Right.
Come up, say hi to Mary. All
Good
right.
to see you, Michael.
Good to see you as always. Yep. All right. Next up is going to be an amazing co-host for vROM that we have, and that's none other than Tom Maynard. Everybody.
Yay, Tom.
Yay, Tom.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Hey, Neil, just FYI, Chris is back in the house.
Thanks, and Chris Lee, I'll put you on after Tom does his couple. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Neil had asked a little earlier because we had a couple people who aren't showing up tonight. If I might do a couple, so I said yes. Far be it for me to deny Neil's request. So this is the first thing I'm going to do here is it's a Beatles tune. I recently heard a version of this by Sean Colvin that knocked my socks off, and so I'm trying to to do it in her style. The song is called "I'll Be Back Again." You know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. 'Cause I told you once before goodbye, but I came back again. I love you so, I'm the one who wants you. Yes, I'm the one who wants you. You could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I thought that you would realize that if I ran away from you, that you would want me to. But I got a big surprise. You could find better things to do than to break my heart again. This time I will try to show that I'm not trying to pretend. I wanna go, but I hate to leave you. You know I hate to leave you. If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Thank you. Thanks. And this is a newish song. I don't recall that I've done it here before. I think I wrote it after the last time we met. And oh, by the way, the PCA coming up 2 weeks from yesterday. I think it's the 26th. The Parish Center for the Arts. I will be doing the feature that night. So come on out to Westford if you're around. Jackie Damsky will be my special guest on the stage. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be just such a thrill to be able to be on stage with her. So this is called North Star. It's it came off of a prompt around the compass rose. So. How do I get there? Follow North Star's ray, but where can I find it? Big Dipper points the way. My father showed me when I was just a kid. Sight along 2 stars, he said, but I've forgotten what he did. Once upon a time, the winds each had a name. Scirocco, Ponente, Mistral, known for whence they came. And the petals of the compass rose all pointed to the stars. Polaris, Capella Vega, led on journeys far. Now with walls we've blocked the winds and cannot feel them blow. Shut out the stars with ceilings and electric lanterns glow. God forbid we let the wind speak with spirit's tongue, or the sparks in the nighttime sky inspire our dreams outflung. And give me just one final chance to seek the northern star. I swear I'll open eyes and heart and look both deep and far into the arc of the Milky Way and feel the vertigo. Embrace my fear of falling through the infinite unknown. How do I get there? Follow North Star's ray. I hear my dad remind me how Big Dipper points the way.
Very nice.
Nice guitar playing there.
Really nice, Tom. And just on behalf of your feature, I do want to say I was just out at the Parish Center for the Arts, and John Ferrullo did announce on last Tuesday that he was permission, because we got in there on a Tuesday night to have indoor open mic starting this week. So you being the feature there, especially with Jackie Damsky, my goodness, that's going to be an awesome show. So I'll try to get there. Well, we'll see what happens. But thank you so much, Tom, for everything that you do for us here at ROM. We
Yes.
always wonderful, my friend. All right, and I do see, like Tom said, Chris Lee is back in the room, so let's try to throw it back to Chris Lee. Hello.
Let's see if it works. It's still not working.
We can hear you now, Chris. How you doing?
Well, it seems to be working.
Yep. Yeah, you're fine now.
Go for it.
Pardon? Can you see it?
Yep.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Okay, then I guess we're all right.
Go for it.
That works.
This is a song that I wrote about a dozen years ago. And it was a very tumultuous time in my life. And I was searching for a way to describe what happened to me, and it happens to everybody. I went to see a lawyer, and his name was Louis Victor. And Louis was a motorcycle riding lawyer with long hair. And he had a thought to leave me with after we talked for a couple hours. And he said, you know what life is? And I said, what's that? And he says, what happens when you're making other plans? And so I wrote this song about it, and it pretty much explains everything. And so here we go. When I was but a little child, it was taught to me both meek and mild, to share with those less fortunate than I. Sent me off to church and school, learned to play by all the rules, but I was mostly known for asking why. And our house had an open door, our table always room for more. No friend or stranger was ever turned away. Mama died and Dad died too. The house was sold to someone new. I pray it's still a haven to this day. In the words of a wise man, life's what happens when you other plans. Funny how life works out that way. Life a simple tug of war between good and evil. Does some God keep score? Everything in thought and word and deed. The righteous ones we often see would force their creed on you and me, bend the holy rules for earthly need. We often hear a pitchman's call saying, just sign here and you can have it all. Comes with a lifetime written guarantee. And every time I turned my head, I found to my dismay instead, nothing in this life is really free. For in the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. You may find a love of the rarest kind, the one that most people never find, the one you know will always stay. And then comes creeping like the dawn, an angel band and one was gone. The other tried to find a way. So for you who hear this song, may your lives be full and your lives be long. May love and laughter fill your every day. As years fly by, you'll spend your youth. With your final breath, you'll find the truth. Funny how life works out that way. In the words of a wiser man, life's what happens when you've other plans. Funny how life works out that way. It ain't funny, but life works out that way.
That's beautiful, Chris.
Yeah. Good to hear that, Chris.
That was a description of what was going on in my life.
That's one of my favorite songs of yours, Chris.
I agree.
Definitely.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I thought of Rick when I started thinking, what can I do? And that's how nobody planned for that to happen to Rick. Everybody had different plans. You know, he was going to go on and thrill us all, but you never know. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you, Chris. Wonderful to have you in the house. Nice job, my friend. All right, next up, according to my list, is going to be Junko Ogawa, everybody. So let's hear it for Junko Ogawa, everyone. Hi, Junko.
Hey, Junko. Hey, Junko.
Hey. Hello. So I have a message from Rick Gargan's family about the October 2nd, and it'll be celebration of Rick Gargan's life and music. It's going to be an outdoor of one of his relatives' house. They have a big yard, and the family said that anybody from Rom communities who knew him and would like to join is all welcome. And please email me. Thank you, Neil, for putting my email address. The same announcement will be, I believe, will be on the website as well. And there will be a stage, small stage, on October 2nd for music. And anyone who would like to sing his song or dedicate any song of yours or any songs or poetry, you're welcome. And that's probably what Rick would want. And I and Frank Albani running the sound, and like to see you join us. And I'm going to do a song by him. It's called Why'd You Run?
I gave you all I had, but it was not enough. You broke my heart, you threw it all away. You from love? Why'd you make me cry? How could you be so rough? After all, I beg you not to leave, but you run from love. Oh baby, why you leave me? Why deceive me? Why you run from love? When the night gets so lonely, I try to think of things I should have done. Still around. I loved you honestly. I never gave you up. Loving you meant more to me than love. But you run from love. Oh baby, why you leave me? Why deceive me? Why you run from love? Why do you run from love? Why do you run from love? Why do you run from love?
Oh, Junko, that's such a
Wow.
so,
Beautiful and heartfelt.
sing along with you, my dear. And I could hear him singing it with you. So, all right. Thank you so much, Junko, for all you're doing for us and everybody, and as you always have. And well, next we'll be following up is your bandmate, Frank Albani, everybody. Hey, Frank, welcome, my friend, and thank you, too, for all you're doing for Rick and the family and all of us in this family.
Well, it's great to be here, Neil. Of course, you're totally welcome. You know, I didn't know Rick for all that long. I met him at vROM, and you know, I have a lot of really great memories, particularly in the last year or two. We really got to know each other a little bit, and you know, I felt like we were friends. I'm gonna play Ride On. Junko, after Rick passed away, Junko brought this song out. I had never heard it before. It's amazingly simple and beautiful. You know, I'll see if I can do it justice. It's an honor for me to be here and play this. Well, my boots are heavy and my heart just can't go on, go on, go on. With my back turned towards the sun, the journey ain't so long, so long, so long. The time I've had is plenty, though I'll miss your sweet love song. I've had the love of oh so many, though I'm gone. Right on. I know I've hurt you and I'm sorry. I've tried to do no harm, no harm, no harm. Now don't you fear for me, don't worry. There's peace within his arms, so warm, so warm. Remember me with laughter, and please remember me in song. We'll meet again someday thereafter. Right on, right on. Well, my boots are heavy, but the journey still goes on. Right on, right on.
Frank, that was beautiful.
Oh,
So much.
well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing what you're doing with Junko for this celebration of Rick's life on October 2nd. Thanks so much. All right, our next performer is a wonderful friend. Let's hear it for Branson Bofat, everybody. Hey, Branson, good to see you, my friend.
Woohoo! Hey, good evening, everybody.
Good to
Hey,
see
if
you.
I can, how's the sound?
Pretty nice.
Sounds good.
Hey, if I can babble for a second here, you know, Juco and I have shared sets at the Belmont Farmers Market for a number of years now, and Junko got a set up this year, and you know, I'll do my thing, and Junko generally likes to bring her band, and she said, yeah, this year it's the Really Unknowns. And I thought, oh, another Junko band. What I didn't realize was what it was they were backing, Frank and Junko were backing Rick doing his own songs. And of course, unfortunately, by this time, Rick couldn't hold a guitar anymore. So he was just going to sing. And, Frank and Junko were going to back him up. And that week he fell and he went into the hospital. And obviously he couldn't do the gig. So Frank and Junko just went on and did the set anyway, and they sang Rick's songs. And like you've heard tonight, the songs are just fabulous. Sometimes when you hear somebody else do a song, it hits you in a different way. You hear it a different way. And I was just amazed listening to him and thinking, these songs are just absolutely fantastic. And he's got a bunch of others too. So, so sad to not have Rick. He was so looking forward to it too. On the other hand, Junko and Frank just brought a new life to them. It was really terrific. We had a great day that day. When I heard the news, this song came to me. It's not by Rick's, but I thought I would do it for you. For Rick. Most of us are sad. No one lets it show. I've been shadows of myself. How was I to know? Tell me, darling son, brought our children here. Who will save them now? Weeping woman, try to smile like the coming dawn. Most of us are sad, it's true. Still we must go on. Love was here today. Oh, the sun was bright. I will sing you far away. Love is here tonight. Most of us are sad. No one lets it show. I've been shadows of myself. How was I to know? Ooh.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful, Brian. Yeah.
Very nice. That's a really well thought out song too. Rick.
In the sky, a star still shines.
That's for sure. That is for sure. All right. Well, thank you, Branton. Great to see you and hear you. And next up, coming to us, let me see. Well, okay, let me just try this one more time. It's acting silly. Mike or Tom, can you do me a favor and spotlight our dear friend Henry Shovik? For some reason, it's not letting me do that for the moment. Next up is going to be our dear friend all the way from Bozeman, Montana, Henry Shovik. Hi, Henry. How are you? And thank you, whoever did that. We can't hear you, Henry. Nope.
No volume.
Can't hear your guitar.
Hear your guitar. Nothing audio.
Not your microphone.
Yeah, not your microphone. You plugged in with your microphone?
That any better?
Nope.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
there's something. Yeah.
A little bit, not much.
You're
Can you
quiet.
bring up?
About this. Can you hear the guitar?
Can we hear your guitar with it?
Try to say something with the guitar, Henry.
I'm saying something with the guitar now. Saying something with the guitar.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, that sounds good. Henry Shovik, everybody from Bozeman, Montana.
Okay, thank you. All right, so it's been kind of an emotional evening with people leaving this world. I wanted to add to that by appreciating the first responders at the World Trade Center who didn't make it out, and the many servicemen I knew in Afghanistan that also didn't. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrim feet whose stern impassioned stress a thoroughfare of freedom beat across the wilderness. America, America, God mend thine every plea and confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold find, till all success is nobleness, and every gain that sees beyond the years. Plain alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by America, America, bloodshed is and crowned banquet with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Beautiful, Henry.
All right, Henry.
Thank you everyone for being our first responder in Open Montana. It means a lot to all of us, and for your tribute to all first responders. Thank you so much. All right. Next up is going to be, if my computer lets me, our dear friend Bo Wiener, everybody. Let's hear it for Bo. Hey, Bo, good to see you.
Good to see everybody tonight. I just want to share one little story about Rick. I wasn't really, other than seeing him at, a couple of shows out here or there, or at ROM, talking to him, when we were there. I didn't really have a lot of interaction with him, but I really felt close to him. And I remember about 6 years ago, I went into ROM. I wasn't feeling well at all, and I just something wasn't right. And I actually had like a swollen gland on my neck that night. I remember this. And Rick came running over to me. He said, "Bo, I don't know what that is, but it's something that you should really definitely go to the doctor to." Now, I was feeling bad enough. I knew I was going to go to the doctor the next day. But the concern with him and what it could be and his experiences with these kinds of things happening to him really struck me, just how much he was like caring and trying to help me get through the night. And I went to the doctor the next day, and the short and long of it is that 2 weeks later, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And he was the person who really kicked me to go to the doctor and check on that. So, as long as I live, I'm going to have that one night on Monday where this guy really kicked me to do the right thing for myself. And I'll never be able to forget that. So I just wanted to share that little story. All right. I'm going to try my new song, but now it's like a month older, so maybe it'll sound better. No one seems to go out anymore. When was the last time you opened your door? No one seems to go out and drive their car. If they do, they don't go too far. I said, whoa, no, we got to get out. We got to get out. We got to go. We all stay home on holidays. You know what I mean. Kind of get together, zooming on a computer screen. When was the last time you went out with your mask? You can't be too careful. I shouldn't have to ask. I said, whoa, no, we got to get out. We got to get out. Yes, we do. We got to go. When 20 miles feels like 500 and you can't recall their touch. The planes aren't leaving Logan and you need to hug your family so much. No one seems to go out anymore. When was the last time you opened your door? We all buy online now, every gift. No more shopping at the stores, you get my drift. When was the last time we went to a live show? Oh, I forgot my dentist appointment 6 months ago. I said, whoa, no, I got to get out. I got to get out. I got to go. 20 miles feels like 500 and you can't recall their touch. The grandkids outweigh the band kids, and you need to hug your family that much. No one seems to go out anymore. When was the last time you opened the door? No one seemed to go out and drive their car. If they do, if they do, if they do, they don't go too far. I said, whoa, no, we got to get out. We got to get out. We got to go.
Oh.
Yep. Keeps getting better.
And Bo, just in jest, Bo, with what you said to begin with, I love your new song, number one. But number two, I remember that night when Rick said that to you, because it was like it was yesterday too. And thank God you're here to talk about it, and we're happy for that.
It's on low.
No, I don't need that.
You don't want it at all?
No.
Okay, somebody's on. Anyway, so next up is thank you again, Bo. Really appreciate it. Next up is the guy that sends you the website updates all the time. Now with a haircut, let's hear it from Mike Williams, everybody.
Hey, most of me is here. Does the sound okay? That will be the first time. I was just thinking as Bo was playing, the more I listen to his music, the more he's kind of becoming one of my favorite songwriters. I just think the ease in which you express stuff in the music, the intricacy of the music is terrific. And I love that song. So
Well said, Mike. Yeah.
No, just terrific. I didn't know Rick really at all. I'm sure he had no idea who I was, but I enjoyed seeing him, and I just remember as you know, his health problems mounted a bit. But I think it was 2 years ago, it was 2019, and Carol and I were traveling in Italy, northern Italy. And we would go into these cathedrals. And I remember, I think at that point, Rick had a setback of sorts, and we were asked to think of him. So you'd go into these cathedrals, and they're kind of very dark and just very mystical. And you'd see up toward the front or over on the sides, because they're mostly Roman Catholic churches, little candles that people would light, you know, in memory or to think of someone. And so I just remember lighting candles for Rick as we went through, you know, visiting different cathedrals. And, you know, I think he was special to a lot of people. I just enjoyed his music. I thought Frank's version of Right On was just incredibly moving. And for someone to have written a song that could be sung as his eulogy is amazing to me. And so I thought that was just, I was very moved by it, and I thought it was really good. So I'm gonna, speaking of about 2.5 years, or really actually in early 2020, one of the first COVID casualties was John Prine. And I think it was like maybe March, and that was, which is a surprise. He had cancer and before, and had recovered, I think, from that mostly. But on his I think his last album, there's it's called Tree of Forgiveness. I've always loved John Prine's music. There's a song called Summer's End, which, you know, this kind of summer's end, you could feel it today. And so this is Summer's End. Summer's end's around the bend, just flying. The swimming suits are on the line, just drying. I'll meet you there for our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. Well, you never know how far from home you're feeling until you watched the shadows cross the ceiling. Well, I don't know, but I can see it snowing. And in your car, the windows are wide open. Just come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Valentines break hearts and minds at random. That old Easter egg ain't got a leg to stand on. Well, I can see that you can't win for trying. And New Year's Eve is bound to leave you crying. Just come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. The moon and stars hang out in bars at just talking. I still love that picture of us walking. And just like that old house we thought was haunted, summer's end came faster than we wanted. Just come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Come on home. No, you don't have to be alone. Just come on home.
Mike.
All right, Mike.
Really
Beautiful.
nice.
Great song.
It is great. All right. Well, thank you again, Mike Williams. And next up is going to be Woody Capanella. So let's hear it for Woody Capanella. Hello, Woody.
Hey, Woody.
Hey. You.
I didn't really know Rick that well either. I saw him a few times playing with Junko mostly, and he certainly seems to have left an impression on people. He's got great songs. And some of you people who did his songs, man, it's like he was coming from you. That's pretty amazing. He's quite a person. I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them grow for me and you. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the people of people, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll never know. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people passing by. I hear friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll never know. Think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, wonderful world.
Beautiful, Woody.
Nice.
Thanks so much. That was great.
Great song.
That was wonderful. All right. Coming up next, all the way from Fresno, California, let's hear it from Mike McNamara, everybody. Hi, Mike.
Thank you very much. Hey, how are you?
Good. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Can you all hear me well enough? Is the balance okay?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. And I'm one of the problems of being out here in the hinterlands of California is that I didn't get a chance to know Rick. So very sorry for everyone's loss, and you know, his songs are wonderful. So I really appreciate the fact that I'm here to hear his friends share his music, which is, I think, the best way of remembering people, in my opinion. Okay, so anyway, here's a song that I wrote. It's called "Last Day of the Summer." If I said I loved you on the last day of the summer, would it make you happy? Would you say you love me too? We waited all year, you're here. It's the last day of the summer. Feels like I waited my whole lifetime just to fall in love with you. I've been in love before. With you I feel so much more. I'm gonna see you today. It takes my breath away. I'm happy but nervous too. The reason I'm so afraid could be the biggest mistake I've made. On you I've come to depend. Dream we were in love, my friend. Tell me, is that dream true? What if I said I loved you on the last day of the summer? It would make me happy if you said you love me too. We waited all year, you're here on the last day of the summer. Feels like I've waited my whole lifetime just to fall in love with you. Sometimes I just think of you and smile. You're gonna be here in just a while. Caught in a moment between maybe and all we have been. Put my heart on the line. Say yes and we could drive up the coast. Find pretty music and dance real close. We could go to Santa Cruz. Wherever you choose. Oh, would you be mine? What if I said I loved you on the last day of the summer? We could be so happy. Would you say you love me too? We waited all year, you're here on the last day of the summer. Feels like I waited my whole lifetime
Wow, Mike, that's awesome.
Right.
Thanks.
Very nice.
All right.
Great
Great song.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Original?
Yeah, that's an original. Yeah.
That's really awesome, Mike.
Great
Oh,
song.
thank you. Appreciate that.
Hearing more from you. I don't care about the distance.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for hosting. This is a wonderful community. I appreciate being part of it.
Well, we are too. We're real glad to hear. All right. Next up is yet another one of our wonderful co-hosts. Let's hear it for Ken Porter, everybody. Hey, Ken.
Thank you. Can you all hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Wow.
We hear you.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Actually
Shocking.
sound good.
Loud and clear.
Thanks, Bo. Oh, I was trying to think, what can I do by myself? Because I'm usually playing with Bo Wiener or John Zaya or any number of y'all. I don't know if Charlie. I see his name, but I haven't seen him. But lots of folks. Anyway, I'm gonna try singing with all y'all. And this might not work, but it has it has possibility. We can't get synced up tight. We know that. I say something and someone else hears it. I don't know if it's a half second later or whatever. But I'm interested in finding out whether we can kind of do chords. And so if I was to do and everybody has their mic unmuted, or everybody who wants to be part of this, do that same note. All right. And basically, your job is not to try to do the melody, but try to do a sustaining note that goes with the chord that's in your head. Whatever. And let's see how this works. In the end, it's an open mic, right? This is where we try stuff and have some fun.
And our mics are open.
And our mics are open. Yes. Okay. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better way to live now. We can have if we try. When my life was filled with darkness and my world caught up in fear, reached out to all those around me, and their love has brought me here. Let us hold on to our vision. Let us work it here. We can change this whole world together. No more hate, no more fear. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord? say that was fun. Thank you.
Hey, that was nice.
It was.
How'd it work?
No. Get out of here.
Uh-oh.
Were you talking to your cat or to the rest of us?
Thank you, Ken Porter. That was wonderful.
Shit.
Hey, coming up next, I'm not sure who's first. I never do, but let's hear it for Melissa Fleming and Charlie Order.
Oh, there we are. Look at us.
Look at that.
Look at you. Why don't you go first, honey?
They are there.
Honey?
Winona.
Yeah, go first.
Okay. If any of you, you're going to get another Facebook thing from me this week about a gig that we're doing next Saturday night in Ipswich at a place called Along the Way Coffee House. It's actually going to be...
Charlie, you know your video is not on?
You can't... I see myself right
oh, I'm
there.
sorry. I'm looking at a different screen. You
I
have
see
two
him.
Charlie Ortolanis here.
Yeah. Well, see what we have. We have a tablet that we just use for making comments, and that doesn't have the. That
Seriously, you have to get it.
doesn't, anyway, next Saturday from 7 to 9 in Ipswich. Along the way, a 2-hour extravaganza. Okay, this is one of the songs we're going to be doing. Sweet Winona, it's been too long a time since I've been gone. Red summer moon lights the highway, Arizona lies before me now, innocent as dawn. Don't go asking what gypsy wind's blown me home today. I pray my dreams can still come true, sweet believer. This time around I plan to stay. Winona, the rhythm of the road, it takes its toll. Now my drifting days are done, Arizona calls me home, sweet Winona soothes my soul.
Yes. That's gorgeous.
I was so certain your loving arms would welcome me back home. Never wondered, never worried, shame to say I never let it cross my mind you might move on. The rhythm of the road ain't worth the toll. Now my drifting days are done, Arizona calls me home, sweet Winona soothes my soul. You know my drifting days are done, Arizona calls me home, sweet Sweet Winona soothes my soul.
Oh, thank you, sweet.
Got it right, baby.
All right, Charlie, Melissa.
Nice song. Wow.
Thank you.
That was written by Melissa.
But you,
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
I like the T-shirt too, Charlie. But after you're done, can you throw in the chat the address of where you're going to be performing?
Oh, absolutely. Did you hear what he said?
I did, yes.
Put in the chats where we're going to be.
Yeah.
Charlie's not a very good PR man for us.
Join the club.
I think I expect people to find out where we're like working by Ouija board or something of that.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, and speaking of chat, I apologize. I'm apologies for the interruption. When you guys were performing last week, when I typed in "You're not Brian Jones," that was what Marianne Faithfull, what I imagine she said. Thank God you're not Brian Jones when she woke up to Mick Jagger.
right. Oh my gosh, that's true.
It was a bad joke, and it was in poor taste.
Right.
But I didn't want you to think, Charles, that I was saying that your playing was not like Brian Jones playing, or
Oh, that's so
any
great. You
offense.
remember.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. Charlie didn't even know that piece of trivia or whatever you call it.
I didn't either. Sorry.
That
I'm gonna mute now.
Wild Horses, Jagger wrote because Marianne Faithfull, in a heroin-induced coma, when she finally came to, and he said, "Oh, I thought you'd lost you," and she said, "Wild horses couldn't drive me away," and that's where the song came from. It's so corny, but it happens to be the truth.
All set?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm getting better at completing songs. That one took 20 years to finish? This one is only like 18, so I'm getting better. I'm terrible at getting my stuff out there.
You all set?
Yep. This old house looks like it's crying, raindrops falling down the windows. Paint is cracked and dirty, shutters flying as the wind blows. Inside the stairs are sighing, and I pace a sleepless night. Curtains softly whisper what we both know isn't right. The cupboards held our secrets till they overflow with light. I can feel him moving to the gone side of goodbye. We can bend these hearts together. We can't say we didn't try. I can't say I won't love you all my days, but now I know I've lost you to the gone side of goodbye. Every night before I lay down, pray me, Lord, my soul to keep. But I dare to take my rest, hold your memory to my breast, like a pillow in my sleep. Clear the cobwebs from the corners, paint the parlor too, scrub this place, try and erase every trace of you. And I'll get used to sleeping in a bed that's much too wide. But in my dreams I'll see you on the gone side of goodbye. We can mend these hearts together. We can't say we didn't try. You can't say I won't love you all my days. Now I know I've lost you to the gone side of goodbye. In my dreams I'll see you at the gone side of goodbye. Thanks, honey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank
Right.
you.
Thanks for
Love that. Yeah.
But you both sounded wonderful as always, and we're so grateful to have you both with us always. But I do miss both of you being in person, so I hope that happens in the early part of next year. So
Yeah.
Question. Melissa, how long will it take now before we hear that as a recording?
Oh God, we haven't recorded any of our stuff.
will you get a start?
We're just such Luddites. Well, except that's not true. Charlie knows a lot of stuff about recording. We just haven't done it.
Well,
I'd like to encourage you to.
Well, thank you. Yeah. We're just lazy. What can I say? Lazy about recording and lazy about doing that last 2%. That last 2% of a song that it's just not right yet, you know?
We'll just keep working on everything you're doing because you always sound incredible.
Well, thank you. And like Dylan changed his tunes all the time. So nothing's ever written in stone, but like we're not Dylan. So anyway, thank you all. Good to hear everybody.
All right, thank you so much. I want to say a couple words about our next performer, who is Andy Anderson. Andy and Susan, how are you, Andy? You can say a few words so we can make sure your audio is good.
Yeah, I'm good, Neil. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm here with Susan, and it's so great to be with you all.
Yeah. And before you begin, I just want to let folks know that you and Susan have been such a gift to community of our Romulan community for so many years now. But also, I want to let you know that for all the time that the website that Mike Williams and Mike Delaney began is a place about our food pantry, the Rosendale Food Pantry, where my wife is the director, and you and Susan have forever been going there with food and with donations, and I can't thank you enough. And there's so many people in the world right now that need food, and you gave that to them. And I just want to thank you and Susan for doing that.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
All right. Let's hear it.
So it's great to be with you all, and I'm going to be doing a song written by Waylon Jennings and Willing Nelson. It was a big hit for each of them and also for them together. The song is called Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. And I'm going to dedicate this song to my dear wife, Susan. Tomorrow, September 14th, is our 53rd wedding anniversary. And we are blessed. We have 2 grown children and 3 grandchildren. And so I'm dedicating this to Susan.
Congratulations, you guys. You deserve each other.
Thank you. So here goes. Mama, don't let your baby cowboy. Don't let them pick guitars and driving old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone. Even someone they love. Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're harder to hold. And they'd rather give you a song than diamonds or gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each day begins a new song. And if you don't understand him and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away. So mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive in old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone. Even someone they love. A cowboy loves smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Little warm puppies and children and girls of the night. Them that don't know him like him, and them that do sometimes won't know how to take him. He's not wrong, he's just different, and his pride won't let him do things to make you think that he's right. So mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive in old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone. Even someone they love.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and congratulations on your nuptials and all those years, and for what you and Susan do for everybody. I really appreciate all of that. And please sign up for this again, like you did. It's great to see and hear you.
Okay, thank you, Neil.
All right, now joining us all the way from Austin, Texas, Let's hear it for Jan Sides, everybody. Hi, Jan.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too. So yeah, I'm here in Austin. I didn't know Rick because I'm here in Austin, but he sounds like a lovely person and his songs are just delicious. So I'm going to dedicate this one to him. It might not be the first time you've heard it, but there's been an appallingly large number of occasions to sing it. So anyway. An old friend stopped by the other day to open up the closets of the past so skeletons could dance from their hiding place, 'cause change is either here or closing fast. And we walked dense forests of memory, knowing past a day we didn't then, and listened to the soft and minor melodies and sang our songs of absent friends. Perhaps they've received their heart's desire, where time's less than a shadow on the wall. And now that they have met the great simplifier, I hope that love's the only memory they recall. And it's funny how we knew when we were children that love has no beginning and no end. And funny how we'll seem to have forgotten until we speak of absent friends. I so love the dreams we shared together. I so loved our travels on the earth. Perhaps the dreams and travels last forever, as birth and life and death and then rebirth. And maybe one day we'll be reunited. Who knows what the universe intends? So raise your glass, raise your glass, raise your glass to absent friends.
Beautiful, Jan.
Thank you.
Love that.
Great, Jan. Beautiful voice.
Yeah, really nice. All right, next up is our friend Rick. I'm sorry, Jeff Margulies. I'm looking at one name and saying another. Hi, Jeff. How you doing?
Hey, Neil. How are you?
Very good. Good to see you, my friend.
It's good to be here.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Hunting.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let me see. Okay. Well, everybody, I do want to thank each and every one of you for staying for this very special night to so many of us in this in our room, I guess. It really has been a special night for a lot of us, and so many of you that have paid tribute to Rick Goggin. And he was such a very special guy to all of us. And this song I'm going to end with is, I've never played it, so we'll just go figure from there, because that's my usual role. But I think it's a song that, especially the very end, Rick would want me to pass everything on, and that's the love of his life, and that's what I'm going to try to do with the song. I'll try. It's something that many of you likely know, and I've never played. And it's by Gordon Lightfoot. It's called "Rainy Day People." Rainy day people always seem to know when it's time to call. Rainy day people don't talk, they just listen till they've heard it all. Rainy day lovers don't lie when they tell you they've been down like you. Rainy day people don't mind if you cry a tear or two. If you get lonely, all you have to really do is rainy day love. Okay, I lost my place, of course. Rainy day lovers don't lie when they tell you down like you. Rainy day people don't mind if you cry a tear or two. If you get lonely, all you need to do is a rainy day love. Rainy day people all know there's no sorrow, they can rise above. Rainy day lovers don't love any others, that would not be kind. Rainy day people all know how it hangs on a piece of mind. Rainy day lovers don't lie when they tell you they've been down there too. Rainy day people don't mind if you cry a tear or two. Rainy day people always seem to know when it's time to feeling blue. High-stepping strutters who land in the gutters, or sometimes they need to. Take it or leave it, or try to believe it, if you've been down here too long. Rainy day lovers don't hide love inside, they just pass it on. Rainy day lovers don't hide and love inside, they just pass it on. And that is what Rick Goggin did to and for all of us. We've known and loved him dearly, and we just we will miss Rick, and but we will keep his music alive through people like Frank and Junko in particular, who are out there playing his songs all the time. And as the band moves on, so will Rick's legacy and his love of life. And I thank you. And I'm just so honored that you've all stayed this late. And I want to just welcome you all to return and come back. And, again, to everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you especially to David Ippolito, who did a wonderful secret opener act for us tonight, coming to us from New York City. And if you're ever in Central Park on a Saturday afternoon, you walk by and you hear music, go over there and say hi to David Ippolito for all of us, because he's a very special guy and he means a lot to me. And I know a lot of people in the house with us tonight are part of his regular troupe, and I thank them for coming as well. So to everybody, our next open mic for us will be on September 27th. So I hope to see and hear all of you next time. And please be well, be safe, and just think good thoughts about the whole world. That we're having a difficult time, but we're going to make it through, and we're going to ride on, as Rick would say. And so thank you again. Thank you for all the tributes to our dear friend Rick tonight. It was beautiful, whether they were his songs or somebody else's songs, and so many wonderful stories. So I will say good night and thank you, and thanks to all of our co-hosts, Mike Delaney, Tom Maynard, Kevin Porter. I'm leaving somebody out. Just tell me. But I just, no matter where you are in the world, and Mike McNamara out there in Fresno, please be safe out there too. I know there's a lot going on out there. And Jan down in Austin, Texas, I know there's a lot going there too. So just know we're in your thoughts, and we're all together as family, because we are all related. And that's
Okay,
sure.
Neil.
Yes.
Neil, you've pretty much wrapped it up, but you finished your song and then talked right over the end of it where we might have clapped and said, "Wow, Neil, that was beautiful."
I don't need
So
to, plus I'm deaf, so
that was a lovely rendition of that song.
well, thank you. I was tearing down the posters from me reading it because I don't know the words. But thank you, Ken Porter, for bringing that up. And thank you to all who are still in the room after I played. Usually people throw tomatoes at me when I do. That's why I depend on Charlie Ortolani,
No one would do that.
Porter, and Mike Delaney to make me sound good. I miss you guys so much, and Tom Maynard, and Bo and everybody. But thank you all so much, and don't forget to go to Charlie and Melissa's venues, and where Tom Maynard's going to be playing at PCA, and I forgot who else mentioned their upcoming gigs, but go to them. Support your local artists. They all need your support right now.
We have the Millis Burfield Band at the Natick Farmers Market. That includes John Zaya on Saturday. And then on Sunday, the same group of people, the Millis Burfield Band, will be at Tangerini Spring Street Farm on Sunday. And boy, do they make great sandwiches. So
That's in Millis.
That's
in Millis. Yeah, which used to be near Tom's house, but not so much anymore.
Not so much.
Not so much, and
They had you for a second.
and a part of the Millis Burfield Band now lives in Georgia, so that's why he was here earlier tonight. But
we should be so lucky to have John up.
yeah, and I do have that bass, but he said he's all set for the bass, Ken, but I had it out for you. So, and Zoe Blatchley, thank you so much for coming, my dear. Part of David Ippolito's gang that he brought along with him.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone.
All right, Zoe.
Great night, everyone.
Always good to see you,
Thanks for hanging in there. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and please be well and be safe, and we'll see you soon, I hope.
All righty.
Take care.
Adios, everybody.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Wait.
No, it's over.
All right, good night, everybody.